Hello everyone, my name is Eric and welcome to a rather different video than you guys are used to. On this video, I'm going to be doing the strip down challenge or tag. I think it was created as a tag, but I think everybody's doing it as a challenge by Jonah Green, and it was inspired by the video of Essina O'Neal. The rules for the video are that you have to talk for 10 minutes. You have to... There's no editing. There is no background music. There is no nothing. It's just a consecutive video of 10 minutes of you just talking to the camera. There is also no preparation whatsoever for this video. That's about it. As you can see, it's a rather different video because I am still in bed. I have my glasses on, which you guys haven't seen because it kind of creates a glare with the lighting, and I don't really wear glasses for the videos, but since it's a strip down challenge, it's you at your purest form, at your raw form. And well, I like to stay in PJs for as long as I can. And I wear glasses, so yeah. The video that inspired this challenge was, like I said, Essina O'Neal's video of why she was quitting social media, and she raised a lot of really good questions, and a lot of really good points. Like, hold on, I didn't even check the time of when we started talking. Okay, 11:56. We have been talking for 2 minutes, roughly about 2 minutes. So 54. So by 12:04. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh, Essina O'Neal. She was saying that she was quitting social media because it was all fake. She said that everybody who does social media is fake, or is not genuine, or is not necessarily a good, is not necessarily not a good person, but they're saying that they just do it for the fame, for the money, for the numbers. And it's true, some people do it for the fame and the numbers, but there's also a lot of different people that don't do it for the fame and the numbers. And if they do it for the money, then those people are not going to last for a very long time on social media. But if you do it because you want to do it, or you're using social media to create an outlet for you, a creative outlet or something like that, then you're gonna be pretty successful if you know what you're doing. For example, take Tyler Oakley, for example. He's been on YouTube for I think 7 or 8 years, and he's very successful. Take Smosh, for example. They've been on YouTube for I think 10 years now, and they're highly successful. And they're doing what they love to do. They're enjoying their life. They're enjoying what they're doing. They're creating new things about what they're doing, and it's just something that they love to do. So if you do it for the wrong reasons, yes, social media can be bad. But if you use it for the good, if you use it for something proactive, for something that will help other people, then I think that you're doing the right thing with social media. What can I say? We still have like, I don't know how long we still have, like 10 minutes left. I have no idea what we're gonna talk about for 10 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about for 10 minutes? Oh, and I'm sorry if the video kind of wobbles a little bit. It's just that we're in bed, and it, a lot of things. Oh, I was about to say something bad, but a lot of things move in bed, so you can't really help it. And I'm trying not to move as much as possible so the camera doesn't shake that much, but if it does, I apologize. I'm sorry. Probably filming on bed wasn't such a good idea, but I wanted to give you guys just something different for this video. And I tend to ramble a lot, which you guys don't see on my videos because I edit all that out. And there's times where I'm doing messages and I'm trying to figure out what the message is, and I'm just like, for like 5 minutes. And you guys don't see that because, I mean, who wants to see me go, for 5 minutes? It's really not nothing very exciting to look at. Uh, so yeah, that you guys don't see all the rambling and the nonsense, and sometimes I say stuff and I'm not, and sometimes I even myself I'm like, the hell did I mean, or what was going on, or sometimes I forget what I'm talking about. But for the videos that I do, I usually I don't prepare. Uh, I don't prepare anything that I do except I do light an incense. It's a frankincense and myrrh combination, and then I light a white candle, and then I open up my cards, and then I shuffle the cards, and then I ask my angels for a message for you guys. So that's my process that I do before doing messages from the spirit world. Um, and then it usually takes me about 20 minutes to get the message, and usually that's why the videos that I post are about between 5 and 10 minutes roughly, because I try to condense as much as I can or as much as possible, but sometimes you can't. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it shorter, but maybe you guys don't want it shorter, or maybe it's working just as good as it is. I don't know. Like I said, I ramble a lot. I do turn off my phone though. Well, not turn it off, but I do mute my phone because I don't like the distractions. And one of the biggest distractions that I have is my little dog, and he's just like walks around, and sometimes you can hear it, sometimes you can't, and sometimes he'll start barking. So he's just like, ugh. I have to edit that out, and right now I'm praying to God that he doesn't start barking because I can't edit this video at all whatsoever. So if he starts barking, you guys are gonna hear it. I don't know, talk for 10 minutes. What else do I talk for 10 minutes? I don't know. What did you guys want to talk about? Tweet me what you guys want to talk about. Just kidding. I don't know. How did I get into all of this? Do you guys want to know how I got into all of this? Ever since I was very little, I've always just been very attracted to the whole mysterious, to the whole supernatural aspect of movies, TV shows, of life, really, and ghosts and all that stuff has always just intrigued me. And ever since I was very little, I'd always thought that there was more to it than there was, but I didn't really know because uh, I am Hispanic, so I grew up around a lot of superstitions, but you don't really know which kinds of superstitions are right and which ones are wrong, or which ones are true, which ones aren't, or if they're true at all. But we do have legends, we do have stories, like everybody does. But as being Hispanic, we do tend to cater a little bit more towards believing in the supernatural than most other people, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But ever since I was very little, I always wanted to know if there was something supernatural, if there was something that we were missing. And so I just started researching, and I started just learning as much as I could. And I knew there was something different about me because I could always sense things, and I could always see people for who they were. It's very funny because when I was little, it was like, I want to say like third or fourth grade. I remember looking at my classmates and I'd be like, okay, this person is gonna end up a drunk, or that person is gonna end up pregnant, or this person is going to just look at them and just say random things. I mean, what kind of kid does that? I mean, what kind of normal kid does that? A kid doesn't even go and be like, oh yeah, this person's gonna be a drunk, that person's going to end up pregnant, this person is gonna end up dropping out. A normal kid doesn't do that, but I did, and lo and behold, it did come true. And it's been a little while, that I actually took a step back and I started realizing all of the things that I said in the past, and they've all come true. So you may call it coincidence. I don't think there's such thing as coincidences. But yeah, ever since I was very little, I always knew that there was something different about me, including my dreams. In my dreams, a lot of things happened in my dreams that came to pass, and I could always sense a lot of things, especially in the darkness. Even now, I can't sleep without a light because it's darkness. It's just bad because I can feel a lot of things coming out of the darkness. And it's funny because when I was little, I could sense a lot more things in the dark, and I was just scared. I was just scared to go into the darkness. And uh but when I was, I think, like 12, I tripped and I fell and I hit the back of my head really hard, really hard. And ever since then, I'm not as much afraid of the darkness as I am. I don't know if it delayed my gift or my psychic abilities, or I don't know, because from that day on, I could sense things, but not as strong as before, until I reached about 18. That's when I don't know if it opened. I don't know if it got uh, stronger. I don't know. That's when I just started feeling just a rush of different things. And that's when I started to actually learn as much as I could about all of this. But yeah, no, when I was like 12 years old, I hit my head, and it it changed my life forever, because I no longer sensed a lot of things coming from the darkness, and I could do more things than I used to before. But when I turned 18, all of these things manifested, and they shaped my life into who I am now, because uh, now I love what I'm doing. I learned what it meant to have these abilities, and I learned what it was to deal with all of these abilities, because how do you live your life when you know what's going to happen, or what someone has, the intentions that someone has against you, towards you, or what's going to be the outcome of something? Sometimes it's hard being or going through all of that before going through it, but you have to learn that a lot of things change, and a lot of things do we do have a control about changing a lot of things. And so you just have to live your life and try as best as you can not to let these things define you or define your life. Yes, take them into consideration, because when you do have a gift like I do, you have to realize that everything that you think, feel, see, and do have a constant reaction around everybody. And even if you don't have a gift, you should know that everything that you think, say, do, or manifest has a reaction to everything that is around you. But being psychic, it's a little bit harder, because you tend to see the outcome of it before you do it, and sometimes you still have to do it, and sometimes you decide not to do it. But it's a little tricky, trying to balance out what you're trying to do. How much time do we have left? Did we pass it? I think we passed it. I think we're good. We're talking about 10 minutes. If it hasn't been 10 minutes, I apologize. I'm really, really, really sorry. But there you go. That was a stripped down challenge. It's just us talking about anything. And I encourage anybody and everybody who's watching this to try and do it, because it's funny, because when you don't prepare for something, you just talk from the heart, and you say a lot of things that you may not want to say otherwise, and it's good therapy. So I encourage all of you to do it. Anyways, hopefully it wasn't too long and it wasn't too boring. Remember to always follow your heart, listen to your head, and take a chance. Bye.